But our next contestant took the time to choose every word of her poetry. Wania Udine is a historical studies education major and has written 5 books. Here is Wania.
You said my name wrong. It's okay. Alright, thank you. I can't see any of y'all, so I'm just gonna look into the void. My name is Wania. It rhymes with Tanya, but it's a lot better. I am a poet, and today I will be performing a very serious poem. Normally my poems are very angry and very I don't want to say hate-fueled, but they're that's what they kind of go on. But this poem right here is very personal. It talks about me living in Houston. H-Town is for the win. So I just want to give a word of caution that I do talk about suicide and drug addiction in this poem. So if any of those are your triggers, I wouldn't mind if you leave. Second, this is the second time I've ever performed this poem, so please be gentle. From the age of 10, I was an adult. Perhaps I became one the moment my little sisters were born, and I renewed my membership of Adult Swim each time. At 5, at 8, at 10, at 20, my life as fast as the timeline of a dubbed anime from 2003, but also as slow as Vegeta's ascension to Super Saiyan. 10 is right in my mind. The black scarf tied around my neck and a hidden leaf headband slowly turned into a noose. The bright yellow Harry Potter wand with the eraser missing turned into a baseball bat, and the childish expectation of the world turned into jaded scrutiny, a maelstrom as unruly as a child. And in 1996, the unnatural phenomenon known as Wania Udine came to be. As the oldest of the house, I took care of what was mine. I became the very foundation and the root of the Udine family tree, rooting myself to the dirt because I am the skeleton that holds up the leaves, standing in place so my sisters have upward mobility. As the child of immigrants, it went unspoken that I would step up, and the responsibilities were unbearable until I became the only one who could translate what my dad danced on death's doorsteps. I was 10 years old, but gripping my mother's right with my left, because right now I was left in charge, because right now I was the man of the house when my father was out of commission. You can't expect me to change up my identity to fit your description. Who the fuck am I? I don't even know anymore. It's such a weird expression, and no, I did not outright lie, mother. It was a lie of omission, an act of oblivion, and don't we need help? Don't you dare question my intention. I'm holding the doctor's attention, my eyes wide with rapt concentration. Words such as emergency surgery, 15% succession, and acidic concentration flying over my head like the dreams of a poor 10-year-old girl living in South Houston whose family depends on food stamps and government provisions, but God forbid we tell anyone about our struggles because they are the dirty little secrets that make up our foundation. But wait, if I'm the foundation, that makes me the dirty little secret, and the struggles make us who we are, and this is war, baby girl. We won't forfeit the battle for false confirmation, but aunties are waiting for their chances at manipulation. But I would march through purgatory and establish myself as alpha in the 7 layers of hell, Dante be damned, if it meant my mother would not shed another tear over this damn situation. Things we cannot control, instead I'm imprisoned in an institution, and now my mother is sobbing, and I'm trying to control the damage, but the fire grows larger, and I can't breathe from the tar that settled in my lungs from chain-smoking cigarettes. Mama, can I please feel your arms around me once again? The cold chill that's replaced your warmth is very easy to get sucked into, but Mama, I love you. Please listen to the words I'm not saying. Don't do this to me. Mama, the world is spiraling and my mind is a black hole, and I'm only 10 years old, but now I know what it means to be wise beyond your years. At 19, I'm disappointed and a disappointment. The ones who nurtured me don't understand me, and I don't know when, but the disappointment turned into depression, sinking its rabid claws into my skin, greedily suffocating me from within, and I can pinpoint exactly when my parents became flawed human beings and not superheroes. The cape that flows behind them hid their pain and sorrow from me. My parents marched through hell and left pieces of themselves there, waiting at rest stops so they could guide me back. But the depression was so bad, I didn't listen and turned my back to those who had my back, because I I can't do this anymore. But 21 is right in my mind. The noose was just a little tighter. The baseball bat shanked with multiple nails hidden in the trunk of my car. And the maelstrom, as unruly as a child, began to simmer into a lull. Wednesday, July 19th, 2017 at 12:40 p.m. Hello, friend. How are you? I hesitated, the light of my phone a saving grace. My hands shook, the text that saved my life swimming behind a flood of tears that threatened to unleash angry, salty trails lining the harsh lines of my face as I embraced failure once again. And the maelstrom known as Wania slowly made landfall. But as my baby sister lovingly caresses the scars on my arms with her tiny fingers, marks I made in anger, her fingers tremble, telling me, "It's okay, Wani Baji. I fixed it for you." Her eyes wide and glazed with tears, mine with unknown fears, the sheer willpower it takes to smile at her in reassurance. No, I won't do it again, not somewhere you can see it. No, I'm not going to kill myself, at least not yet. Yes, baby, I'm okay, and I'm only 22, but now I know what it means to love someone so much. You promise yourself false hope. You see, when I first wrote this poem, I thought I was a victim. My mental health was as broken as 10-year-old me when I realized the world wasn't black and white and no one would help me like I would help me. I was my own ride or die. You're the strong friend. We didn't know. You should have said something. I'm busy right now. Fuck the I'll be there for you mentality, because in my times of desperation, it was me who had my back. The drugs that once brought me comfort became my greatest vices, and I would have been clean for 5 fucking years, but my dirty little secret is that those unknown substances look so enticing. I am weak, and each time I give in and give up. When I revisited this poem, I was a recovering addict who relapsed horribly multiple times, but each time it was the last time, a never again I couldn't ever promise to myself. Empty promises make like empty shells, they surround me, but the bullets already pierced my skin. But now that I'm performing this poem, I have an army of amazing people by my side. People who constantly check up on me, who share the joy of living with me. I have people who care, and I don't want to die anymore. I have my shield. I have my spear. I'm a warrior.